That's not the only thing we checked in on Ben Avery with this week, you know. I was checking out the Lemon Party subreddit. Very, very ironic. Well, not ironic, maybe coincidental, right? I think we also, something we brought up last week very briefly was Ben's one mod. Her name is Jack, right? I thought that this was very funny. One of the things that I had, you know, not necessarily experienced myself, but I'd heard, you know, through some people that I'd met through Discord or whatever, that she's very, like, crazy with, like, banning people, and she talks a lot of shit in their Discord to the point to where people are, like, almost wanting to leave the Patreon or just leave the Discord in general because they're like, why would somebody who has a show like this let someone as crazy as she is with power run the goddamn Discord like that, right? And I end up going in the Lemon Party subreddit this week, and I see a whole goddamn post about it. Turns out people are bringing it goddamn public in the Reddit bitching about this goddamn girl. Did Ben fuck that Jack woman from the Lemon Party Discord because his wife wouldn't fuck him? Now, obviously, that's a stretch, right? Let's not get crazy. These people on Reddit are nuts with this kind of stuff. Let's chill out on the accusations, my friend. There is a such thing as slander out there in this world. Let's not forget this. You have to say allegedly. You have to type allegedly out there. Allegedly, okay? And then they write underneath it, their post, it says, why is she so smug about Ben and their friendship? Now, see, this is something I had, like, caught wind of when I was in that Discord. Maybe I still am in that Discord. You never know. I could be lying. I could be saying, I know all these people. I'm still in there. I'm all in there like Mike Lenoci. I'm inside of it. I'm wearing that Discord like a glove. I'm putting the Lemon Party Discord on like a glove. I'm all inside of it, and it fits so nice, right? So I may or may not have witnessed this smugness about their friendship. I've seen some crazy things said about Ben and her in that goddamn Discord. But I'll leave it at Discord, right? I'll leave it in there. This is other people bringing it out. I didn't post this goddamn shit, right? Why hasn't Ben taken away her mod duties when she's banned so many people and got so many complaints about her? People in here, let's see what they're saying in here. They're saying, I think Joey's banging her now. God damn. Joey fucking LaFleur banging this. That would be crazy, right? What else does it say? How does no one know the reason why Ben lets this feral bitch lord over the Discord? So strange. Listen to that. Bitch. A feral bitch is a crazy goddamn. That's like, if you're like when
feral, it's almost like being called feral is worse.
Feral is nuts. Like when I think of a feral person, let alone a woman, I think of like a woman who doesn't shave her legs, her armpits, like is like all natural. I think feral like that, like a Steph Tulov type, you know, a Steph Tulov. That's a feral bitch. That's Steph Tulov right there, right? If you don't know, now you know. Let's see. What else are they saying about this? Why does Ben keep this psycho woman as a moderator for his Discord despite so many people complaining about her? That is my main question. I think we deserve answers from Ben, and he should stop being coy about the real reason. Listen to the fans right now. Sticking up, you know? Sticking up for themselves.
Watch it. He'll ban them.
Watch it. You keep talking like that, you're going to get banned from she's not the only one banning people anymore. Now Ben's in there. We covered that last week. Ben's in there banning people his goddamn self. Ben don't give a shit. You say one negative thing about him, you're getting banned. Okay? Another rake step for Ben, they're saying. Remember I said last week, I go, this guy will step on rake after rake after rake after rake, and he will. If you're just leaving someone in there like that, like if it's getting to the point to where like your fans are bringing it to Reddit, you know, I know Reddit's a crazy place and people who are very active in Reddit are, you know, can be very crazy at times, right? But if it's surfacing now like that, imagine what's been happening all the way up until this point, right? All the bubbles that have been happening until the pot finally boiled over, right? What's been happening in that goddamn place? Like I said, I have bared witness to some, but I keep it in there. I'm not the one. If I see it on Reddit, I'll cover it. I don't need to be blasting all that shit. That's for a different time, you know? What else? There was one more thing I saw about Ben Avery, which actually had to do with this. Very, very funny. So I'm online, you know, doing a little meandering. I'm on this website. I'm on that website. I go a little Pornhub, a little X videos, you know. I go, what are some other ones? X Hamster. I hit that one a little bit. I know all the porn sites, Ashley. Don't get shocked over there. Ashley was like, oh. I started naming all the sites. She goes, oh. She goes, wait a minute. Who is this guy? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm not afraid to admit. No, I'm kidding. So I'm online. I'm just like, you know, checking out shit. GoofCon is a show I watch from time to time. I had found this link just randomly while online called goofcon.org, right? And on this site, I found this like little mini game. And it had to do with GoofCon. Now, I know this seems like we're straying away from Ben Avery, but this is all going to tie into itself in a second, right? This is a very interesting little thing that I found here. Make sure the sound's on. Let's see. Can I full screen it?
Hang on.
Okay. I'm hanging on. What's up?
Before we get into it, can I pee?
Yeah, you have to use the bathroom? Hold on 1 second. Go ahead. All right, Ashley's using the bathroom.
Hey, Ashley.
I'm gonna show you guys this goddamn shit while we're doing that. So, this right here is what GoofCon looks like. For those of you who are unfamiliar, it's pretty much just them set up in Joey's apartment. Very ragtag shit, right? But that's the appeal to it. It's the Everyman's podcast. Prank phone calls in a ragtag apartment. Doesn't get any funnier than that. This little video game thing right here was like very intuitive. I was like, who came up with this shit? So let's see if we can. All right, right now we're going to play as Keith, right? And you can click on the floor. Or are we playing as Keith? I thought we were. There we go. You click on the... So you click around on the floor to move around here. I don't know where Keith just went. There he goes. Dude, it's very funny. Now let's keep scrolling down here. If you click on this cell phone right here, right? You can click on Ben Avery is live. And then it takes you to this mini game here. Wait, why isn't it taking us there? Do we have to reset it? Oh, no, it's right here. All right, so it takes you to this goddamn little thing. It says Ben Avery is live here, right? You all right over there? Mm-hmm. All right. So now look at what happens when you click on it. It's basically about to start. Look at the fucking...
Look how fat he is.
Look at the little image of Ben Avery. This is fucking hilarious right here.
He needs a Coke in his hand.
And look at little old Benny boy over here. So this whole thing is essentially you have to try to keep the live stream like going, right? So the money that you're accumulating is essentially like what you're doing to keep it alive. Once the money runs out, then your live stream ends essentially, right? And there are these little meters that you have to try to keep full by doing one action to keep one full, one action to keep another full, one action to keep the other one full, right? The things you can do is roast, which is essentially hate watching the content that you're checking out. You can drink a Coke. You can pray. You can drink water. Or you have one thing called Jack. What does that mean? What does Jack mean? Very interesting stuff. Look at that. I never thought I'd see this covered on a podcast commentary channel. They're saying very funny. So check this out. You press that to go live. Now, see the money right here? Our hype is going down. So we got to drink a Coke. We drink a Coke to bring the hype up. But if you notice, the health is going down. If you hate watch, you get more money. Now, look, you see here? Jack, the mods are fighting again. So you hit J and you ban someone. But when you ban someone, half of your money goes away. Let's zoom in a little bit so they could see it a little better. So let's see. Let's hate watch some more. You press 1. You hate watch. You keep hate watching. So now our purity is going down. We got to pray. So now see when we pray, The purity goes back up, but we got to bring the hype back up too, man. So we got to drink some Cokes, you know? And then you hate watch, and you just keep raising goddamn money. Now we got to ban someone. Now, look, it says Jack banned 14 haters. When you ban someone, watch. Let's just keep banning people. Jack banned 2 haters. They suck. Jack banned 1 hater. They said, you suck. Now, notice Jack is banning these haters for criticizing Ben is the whole point of the game.
He's losing that money.
We want to run out of money. We're not going to play this the whole goddamn stream. It's just very funny. Whoever put this together is like intuitive as hell. This was a crack job, dude. Oh, I wanted to see my high score before I ended it. So look at that. And then you're back in the GoofCon studio. And there's other little mini games we won't play right now, but I'll just kind of show you. If you click the door, you can leave. It takes you to a little car here, and you can play like 4 more mini games.
Argue with Devin.
Argue with Devin is fucking stupid. I'll show you guys that one for a second. So it's essentially, if you guys are familiar with the Devin Costa, you know he's a big fan of basketball and he loves the Lakers. Loves himself some Kobe too. So the whole thing is you arguing with Devin about Kobe. Kobe spoke about 4 languages, unrelated, still counts, and then you give these arguments back. And the bar will go to reasonable to not reasonable, right? So you're basically arguing Kobe or LeBron in that situation, right? And in that game, you never win. You never win. I don't even know if you win the Ben Avery game. You know, I was just playing it, kind of like having fun watching it. I thought it was hilarious to see that. Very fucking funny. But anyway, that's going to do it for us keeping up with Ben. Let's give it up for Ben Avery.